Yeah, it's not really big.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, that was really lame on mine.
As long as there's something.
Mine was
Welcome
good.
back.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Bad timing tonight, guys. Just kind of strap in. It's not going to be great.
Welcome back, everybody, to Sanity Lost, where, hey, Sanity potentially is lost in the party already.
Sanity is highly overrated.
To some people. But, so, how's everyone doing?
Good? Tired? I want a nap.
Only
That
mildly
didn't sound
crazy.
very convincing.
Well, I'm in the middle of a job change right now, so my brain
True.
is a little bit mush.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere and nowhere all at once.
Yeah.
I heard that's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Everything and Everywhere all at once or something.
Yeah.
I heard it was a good movie.
I heard it was good too. I haven't seen it yet.
Me neither. I don't know if I'll ever see it. I had a...
Never heard of it.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
It's like a
winning.
multiverse style movie. Yeah, it's won a
Yeah.
bunch of awards.
Yeah, like the actors in that are like they're. I remember when it came out, there was like all this talk about it, and then like now there's like even more.
Mm-hmm.
I think like because now they're like winning all the awards and
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
and so I think the main actor, she was one of the main people in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And the main
You're right.
male actor is I forget his name, but he's the little kid in Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Dr.
I had
Jones,
seen
Dr.
some stuff
Jones.
about that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I heard good things about it, but as everyone in this party knows, I am really good at giving myself a million things to do, and movies is not high on that list.
Not unless you're watching them for a podcast.
A podcast, or if I get invited somewhere that is the purpose of watching movies.
There you go. You just
So-
need to like schedule it into your podcast, and then that'll force you to watch it.
That's okay. So for right now, we're doing Gravity Falls for the other podcast. What is that called? Pointless Discourse, and we're doing Gravity Falls, but like we came up with this idea, and I'm okay sharing it because I think we're going to do it anyway. Whereas we found a list of horror movies that are just like generally terrible, and we're gonna watch through them. I think it is, but like to get into the mood of that, it's like, hold on, we have a spreadsheet that like we have so many like ideas and conversations. We have a giant spreadsheet of everything that we like go through. It's just finding whatever it is because it's not very organized. That's mainly my fault because I just write whatever in there. But yeah, I don't know. I know we talked about it, but now I don't remember where.
I mean,
It
you
is-
certainly will never have. Oh no, I might not be able to think today. A lack.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's not going to be great for Cora. You certainly won't have a lack of horrible horror movies because I mean, let's be honest. I feel like there's more of those than there are the like actual good ones. Like B
I
and
think I
C list
agree.
horror movies are a dime a dozen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know we had a link of everything. I don't know. We're recording that. We're recording that podcast tomorrow.
Nice.
If I didn't have to go to a viewing this morning, we would have.
Oh,
it would
no.
have been recording that this morning and then jumping right into this.
To bring
But,
the mood down. How are you doing today, Dave? That's the question.
It's fine. Like I found out whenever I go to any of these events, they never ask. They're like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, fine." And then it's all like, "Oh, how your brothers? How's your dad? How's this?" And it's just
Oh
like,
no, they never ask
Oh.
about you.
it's just like they'll ask like what I'm doing, but it's just like it's really hard to like put in 30 seconds for people who have no clue about
Yeah.
tabletop role playing stuff. Like
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of creating a game, I'm on podcast, I do streaming. It's like how do you say that all in 35 to 30
Yeah,
seconds
that's fair.
to where someone that is like above the age of 50
Yeah.
and only knows the internet between Facebook and YouTube is like a stretch.
Where they would like actually understand it.
Yeah, so like they go to what it is, and they're like, yeah, well, my brother's all over the country, and then it's like, well, who's your dad? And like, well, I found out yesterday he went on vacation on Thursday. so
Keeps you well updated.
Yep. So, but anyway, we were gonna be doing all these things, but like we found a list of Christmas horror movies, and we were going through there, and I can't find the list, and so like because Gravity Falls, when we finish it, is going to end at like the first week of October. And then there's a link. I can't find it, but it was like a list of like these. We have it somewhere.
We've watched some of them. John, you and I have watched some of those like crazy Christmas horror movies. I think we've done two
Krampus was
Krampus ones.
Krampus was
well, and there was another Krampus-esque one that we
Sleigh.
watched, I think.
Well, wasn't there the Krampus, like the cheesy one where it was like the like bimbo girls running around and there was some like weird Krampus guy chasing them? It was
that sounds like a movie Nite would love.
Super dumb.
Nah, but it's so like we're gonna be doing like these Christmas horror movies through October, November, and December.
Nice.
And then it's like I can't remember what it is, but it's just like one of my favorite things we did on there, which I want to do again, is that we did a horror movie bracket.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I will admit because I didn't think of great movies, so like not all mine did well. And then there was movies I only remembered like 2 scenes from, and I was like, this is cool. And then upon rewatching, I was like, oh no. The example, The Cell.
That gives me anxiety. Like, I mean, we were recording when John and I were hosting our Halloween movie night party, but like it gives me anxiety to choose a movie that I haven't seen in a while and like present it as something good. I don't think I've ever said this to you, John, but like I feel so anxious sometimes at our parties because I'm like, what's gonna be in this movie that I forgot about? And now all of our friends are here.
Yeah, I'm usually like I have one of those like weird memories that like is usually pretty good about remembering the stupid small details like that, so it's rare that like there's a movie that I've seen before that I just have completely forgotten or like blocked something out.
I forget.
That was The
movies all
Cell.
the time.
That was The Cell for me.
Yeah.
I found out there's a second one, and we keep joking that we're going to watch it and review it for the podcast, but we haven't gone there. Maybe in this terrible redone thing. But speaking about a cell, you guys opened up your own little cell
like
with a
cell?
little party in it, a little mascaroo. There we go. Segue.
It was a bumpy landing, but we got there.
If you just yell segue at the end of a really bad segue, it all makes up for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And we're not
Yeah.
talking about the scooter thingamajig.
But that would be fun.
Maybe next episode I'll share my thoughts on this book series that a lot of people like, and I don't. Like, I read 3 books, and I have my own thoughts on it to where I'm like, I don't want to read another one of these.
Oh no! Now I'm curious.
Yeah, so now we have to do a second episode because I will forget it between the month waiting time for us to get the next session.
Oh, we're getting better. We're getting better.
I know. It was a
It
joke.
was like 2 weeks this time.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely getting better because it's like, hey, we're out of episodes, and we're like, oh no, what? Your mouth is bleeding from surgery? Suck it up.
I mean, as everyone can probably still tell, I do not have full use of my face yet. So you all get to enjoy this healing process with me. We'll celebrate when I can actually smile normally again.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Yeah,
And
found out it's
normal's
going to be another
overrated.
6 months too. Smiling's overrated.
No,
Yeah.
normal is overrated.
Oh, well, that's also fair.
I found out this morning, or not this morning, but this week, because I was just curious, and I was like, in my presence of self, I was smiling, and then I look in the mirror, and I'm like, that's the most depressed smile I've ever seen. I'm not depressed, and I'm genuinely happy. But man, my smile when I'm not like just super like wide grin, teeth showing, I'm like, I'm happy, and this is a smile. I'm like, I look sad. No wonder everyone asks if I'm okay if I'm like completely zoned out.
Oh,
And it's like, no, some people have
you're resting sad.
RBF.
I was gonna say you're resting sad
yeah.
face.
RDF. Resting
Depressed face.
Resting baby face.
Ooh.
Yeah. Enough of this. I don't go to counseling, but I'm not giving them fuel. So here, we're gonna play this music right here.
He's like, we're done. Time
I
for
played the
you to
music. That's
suffer.
what means we start. Hopefully, I have it set to the normal volume, but it sounds loud in my ears. So,
I mean,
Sounds
right
about
now
right
it's
right
kind of
now.
quiet.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me right now.
I might have messed with the headphone levels. I have like multiple dials on these things, and I hate them. Anyway, we're gonna dive right into it. You guys opened up a box, and by you guys, I mean Caleb and Cora. As you guys are hidden into the bushes, you guys open up the box, and inside this, you see a mask that is like scorched into your memory of 10 years ago. A mask that it looks like a clown with a green, sad smile. Not even a smile, a sad face. The opposite of a smile. I can't remember what that is.
frown.
But
Brown.
there we go. But yes, as like this lifeless mask looks up to you, what did I make you guys roll sanity?
Yeah. So we rolled sanity for seeing the tent, like the tent town. I don't think we rolled sanity for the mask.
Yeah, I don't know if you. I rolled the sanity check with the
Yeah.
clown and like lost.
No, we all lost our sanity checks to some
Yeah.
degree.
Oh, that's right. You guys are like partially insane now.
Yeah.
That's why you opened up the box.
I may be full blown insane.
Yeah.
I think all of us are insane. I'm insane for 7 hours. Percy's only insane for 3.
I'm.
I wrote down 3 hours.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
and Caleb's keeping
I
a
think
really close
Caleb's
eye
10.
on Cora and Percy.
Yep. So anyway,
I mean, Caleb's
yes.
insane
So everyone
too.
has their own kind of things. The mask is out there. I need to do a roll. But what are you guys doing while I do this roll?
Well, first of all, I rolled my luck bonus, but
Oh yeah, roll your luck. Roll your terrible
gotta,
luck. I
gotta
hate
keep
that I
on
allowed
top of this. I rolled 81 over 54 and gained 4 luck back. And Caleb is looking at this
Okay.
mask, turning it over, and
Nope. You picked it up?
Yeah, Caleb's gonna pick it up and is gonna start looking at it, turning it over, trying to figure out what this thing does and how to make it work.
I forgot. I have to roll 2 times. Ooh. All right. So, okay. So you're interacting with the mask. Cora, what are you doing?
Okay. So Cora is going to try and grab the mask from Caleb and run to the tent town. That's what I'm calling it now.
10 town. Okay.
Like she's gonna, so she doesn't say anything. She's at this point, her only mission is to get her son. And she isn't sure what's going on with this mask, but she knows that like it's either gonna help her or she has to keep it away. So she's gonna grab it. She wants to put it in her bag and she's gonna go and get to me.
Okay. Caleb, are you doing anything to stop her, or are you just surprised that she's ripping it out of your hands?
I've definitely be like trying to grip it and hold on to her because Caleb doesn't want to let either Cora or Percy out of his sight at this point because of his temporary insanity. And
Alrighty.
so I'm gonna be holding on to it kind of tight, like, wait, what? And still trying to figure out how this thing works and try
Alright.
to understand how it works. And
I'm pretty sure there's checks for this, but I don't really
Would it be like a
know how to do
strength?
that. That's what I'm thinking. I think
Or dexterity maybe for
I-
me. Dexterity
yes,
for
that's
me.
exactly what I was going to think. Dexterity for Cora. Caleb, I want you to do strength.
Okay. And I have to roll under this, right?
wow,
Correct.
71 over 60.
Ooh, okay, then I got a 29 under 55.
Okay. So.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna like jump up and like grab it out of his hands and look over my shoulder and say, "Let's go. We have to go and get them," and just take off.
All right. While that's going on, Percy, you, out of the corner of your eye, like you just see Cora stand up. You also see Toto, who's just like, I think he was walking back, but like between all the noise, like he like turns back around and he's just like, well. What are you doing? You don't know that they have the mask.
No, yeah, I know. So last time, I believe I had. So I lost my sanity check. I like threw the empty box at Coco, hit him in the back of the head, and then he like turned around.
Okay.
And was coming back to me. So I think I'm like fully focused on him at this point. Having lost my sanity check, and yeah, so I may be like aware that the Cora and Caleb are getting up or doing anything, but I don't think it's registering. So. So at this point, Percy's just going to charge and do like a charge tackle maneuver on Coco.
Okay, Coco is a big boy, so we're going to trying to think, looking. You know what? We're gonna keep it moving. I'll admit I probably should have read these rules, but I'm reading 3 rule books at the moment. So we're gonna do strength checks.
Okay.
So, yep, I have my dice here.
That works for me.
Alrighty.
Alright, I rolled a 52 under 90.
Alright. Well, I rolled a 16 under 80. So he's just, you run into him and he's just like, whoa, and just like, because remember, Coco is the one that is like a rock of a human, and like, it's like, you don't take damage, but it's just like, it feels like you're literally running into like a cliff wall as he like doesn't even like register. And he's going to, well, you rolled success, so I will give you a chance to slip out of his grasp, but he's going to try to grapple you. So we'll do dexterity. Oh wait, there's combat things.
Yeah, there are some combat moves, but I don't know. Like, there's a fighting category, but I don't know how it, like, applies.
Yeah. Is there a grapple check? I probably should have kept a look over it, but oh, there's a brawl. How about brawl? There we go. I'm gonna do a brawl thing, and we'll have that in with grappling. Do you have a?
I do have brawl, but it's not as good as my other ones.
Let's see.
Do you have a weapon?
No, I don't.
You didn't bring a knife?
I'm seeing how they define brawl. Includes all unarmored fighting and basic weapons.
You have a smoke bomb.
Well, I have caltrops and smoke bombs.
Improvised weapons could be bottles.
Yeah, those would be improvised weapons.
Alright. Yep. So, there we go. Fighting in melee combat. Give me speed. Skill points. Yeah. The generic fight skill cannot be purchased. Okay. Yeah, so that's other stuff. So, there we go. Yeah, so for this, it's just going to be a brawl check.
Oh no.
Alright.
That is 40 over 25.
Alright, well, he failed as well. So, it's, like, he kind of... Like, maybe he starts to get your hands on and just, like, you're like he starts to grab you, but at the same time you just wiggle a little bit too much, and you guys are kind of in a standstill. Like you're not really pinned or held right now, but you are still entangled. Okay, Cora, you're running up. Caleb, what are you doing?
I may be yelling after Cora and scrambling after her as quickly as I can. And once I get moving, I'm going to pull out my pocket knife, or my belt knife, and be ready to do whatever is needed with that as well. But I'll be chasing her down, trying to catch up as quickly as I can.
You know what I also realized, since this is combat, there is a way to figure out how everyone's going, but we kept going. So I'm letting everyone that knows how Call of Cthulhu works. We are supposed to go by dexterity.
Oh, okay.
That's like your the find out turn order. But
well, mine is 55. Do you want to do it? Like, just put us in turn order now?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. Maybe I'm already having everybody go in turn order. So you're 50, Percy. What's yours?
No, mine's 55.
55.
Caleb is 60.
Just straight dexterity. Caleb is 60. Alright.
Percy, what's your dexterity?
I am 60.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so this is the top of the round. So, because, yeah. Percy and Caleb, you guys would be going at the same time, pretty much. So, you guys would just agree with whoever goes first, and if you're okay, we'll just have Percy keep going before Caleb, if that's fine. And then, yeah, so... Okay, so Caleb, just so that way I can just get my brain picture working. You just kind of pulled out your knife. Are you chasing after Cora?
Yeah,
or?
I'm chasing Cora. Too.
Okay, so yeah, you're trailing a little bit behind. Cora, it is now your turn. You are up in front of Toto, as he is like kind of a little bit taller than you, looking down. Just, what do you do?
Okay, so I think she actually stops a little further back, and this is so dumb. She pulls the mask out, and she yells, "I need to talk to Buster."
Yep, and Toto kind of cocks an eyebrow, just like, well. Calvary's here. You want to talk with Uncle Buster, huh? Well, follow me.
No. He comes here, and you bring everyone.
You want everyone? All right. And he kind of gives a whistle. And Coco kind of stops wrestling. Well, he will attempt to stop wrestling with Percy unless Percy's going to keep wrestling. Percy, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know, because Percy's still kind of focused on Coco. I feel like as his attention drops, I'm gonna take a cheap shot at him.
Alright.
And just kind of take a wild swing.
Yeah, roll brawl plus 20.
That is 79 over 45.
Alright. So, well, I'll ask you, you want to push the roll, or are you just gonna miss, or spend luck?
I mean, I've only got 36 luck left. That's gonna drain all of that. I don't think I want to push it. Yeah, let's just miss.
Alright. So yeah, so you miss, and Coco just looks at you and just in this garbly voice, you think you hear a laugh, and Caleb, are you just kind of stopping with the group?
Yeah, as I catch up to Cora, I'm gonna grab at the mask again and try to grab it away from Cora. And basically at this point, Caleb just wants the help from this mask, whatever that help may be, and is just going to put the mask out over his face and see what happens.
Alright, well, first things first, you make a dex check, Cora make a strength check.
Oh my
See-
gosh!
As I open
Wow.
my notes.
92 over 60. My rolls are not
All right,
cooperating
guys.
today.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
So I failed, but less. I got a 57 over 55.
Okay, well, nothing changes, so... Alright. So... I'm just picturing in my head, like, Caleb's just like, give it to me, stop it, stop it.
I'm just saying, as Caleb's running up, he just catches his toe just a little bit and stumbles just that little bit and kind of grabs slightly wide of the mask and doesn't really get any purchase on it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cora wants her son, right? Like, this is the thing. Like, she needs her people back. And so she, like, looks at Caleb and I don't even know what she would say. Like, because maybe, so I think Cora thinks that Caleb's trying to get it away from her to, like, keep her from using it. Like, I don't know that she knows that she wouldn't know that you wanted to put it on. So I think she says to him, like, we have to use what we can. We have to get them back. And then just, like, moves it to the other hand and waits.
And
Okay.
Caleb's like, yeah, we have to use what we have, and do you think they're really going to give us everybody back just by handing him this mask?
Oh, they're
Just
not
let me have
getting
it.
this mask.
Just let me have it.
You okay?
No, this is terrible. I want to
Yeah,
keep you two
yeah,
safe.
I
and
agree.
just let me have the mask.
This is our only leverage. Just wait. Just wait.
Alright, and like while that's going on, you just hear Toto just like, Coco, just make sure they don't want to enter, so don't let them. And like Coco just like nods his head, and then like he does like a quick whistle, and like out of the side bounces the other ones whose name I'm blanking on. It's Toto Bobo. I think that was his name. I have it right here. Yeah, Bobo. This springy man just like yep, don't worry, boss. I think that's what his name was, or what his voice sounded like. I don't know. When he first talked, that was like 8 months ago. For us. But yeah, he goes and I'm trying to remember. That's right, he's holding Timmy, isn't he? I think that's what I said.
Think so.
Yeah. And it's just like...
Does he still have Timmy?
He hands Timmy to Coco, and he tells him, like, if they cause trouble, you know what to do. And, like, he kind of... Timmy's, like, in this, like, semi-conscious state, and, like, he, like, looks incredibly tiny in this mountain of a man's hand. And it's just, like, he's just pretty much palming this child's head. And so he's like, behave now, and like he disappears. He goes into the city, and I have to find the song that I didn't plan, so let's see. Yeah, so you get this uneasy feeling as like you guys like are sitting there at this stalemate as like you guys look across like at the two clowns. One is just like don't get any of these, as the other one's just like looking at this child, like all while you guys are like insane, like borderline, like almost insane. And so you guys are fidgeting there and everything, and after a couple minutes, like you just see this massive crowd come out with Uncle Buster in front, behind him, like this huge like grouping of clowns following him. And then, like, behind him are, like, these tired, ragged people. And you see, like, Sheriff Hudson. Like, it looks like she did not go quietly. Like, she wasn't taken quietly. She's definitely roughed up. And, like, she always has this permanent scowl and distaste look on her face. But it looks like there's just anger bubbling inside her. And then, like, next to her, like, is, like, Caleb's parents with kind of quietly ushering Sarah around as, like, they look like they're cut up in a little bit, like, from whatever they did. We also see Cora's
In-laws.
mother and father-in-law, in-laws, also, like, just look completely drained of, like, energy, and, like, they look pale white, and, like, they all kind of see you guys, like, and it looks like there's some slight hope coming back in to their faces. They, like, see you guys, but then they all see the mask that you're holding, and it's like this fear. You guys don't even have to roll for it. This, like, fear and, like, washes over them. I do need you guys to roll a spot hidden for anyone who wants to.
I mean, of course I will.
29 under 40.
Yeah, no, I way failed it. 95 over 50 something.
Okay. No, yeah, you're good. If it was a 96, it would have been a critical fail.
91 over 88.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna push 2, 3.
2?
Wait, how much luck would that be? 3?
I don't know
Yes.
what your score is. So.
88. So I'm 91 over 88, so that would be 3.
Alright. This actually really makes sense that Caleb spotted this, because and then maybe a little bit later, actually I'll tell you guys what you see, because Caleb, you see Sarah, and then you see her eyes go wide as, like, what little, like, color she had from all this of going back to this tent. She sees, like, you follow her gaze, and she's staring at the mask as, like, it looks like fear, like, weighs her down as, like, your parents are trying to, like, slowly shuffle her along as she doesn't want to go there. And Percy, you see, like, the people that are definitely not from this town looking at that mask, like, with a little bit of fear. And you guys, everyone comes around, and the clowns just pour out of the tent with everyone behind, like, this just massive people, like, way more people than what you guys noticed about. Actually, Percy, what you also notice is, like, people, like, not so much people from the town, but there's, like, others that look like they have, like, bandages around their eyes, like, kind of, or, like, around, like, missing limbs and stuff. Like, it looks like they were not having a great time with whatever was happening in there, with just the amount of injuries, whether it's missing limbs or just slings or just straight up eye patches. Like, whatever was happening in there was not going well. So all this is going on, and the clowns, like some of them are, like, telling their people to stop, as, like, the clowns pour out and, like, make a circle around you guys. And Toto walks up with Uncle Buster, and he's like, "There you go, boss. They said bring everybody." And Toto's like, "Oh, hey, boss. They wanted you." And Uncle Buster walks up, this, as we said, a child-sized man, as, like, you guys definitely tower over him and look down at him as he, like, like no fear, and just like, well, well, well. The three adventurers, the three heroes. What can I do you for?
Is there a fire that's burning like close to where we're at?
Roll luck.
13 under 58.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's one. It's a little bit off. It looks like it's kind of right on the inside of the tent, like maybe like two kind of braziers with kind of fire near the entrance. But it's like on the other side of like kind of like the clown wall right now.
Not
but
as
there
close,
is some close.
Not as close as I was hoping. Caleb is seeing the fear in the groups and thinking that maybe his initial plan of trying to get the mask to do something for him might not have been the ideal option, and is looking for options for ways to destroy this mask at this point.
Okay.
So I think Cora, who is still holding the mask, starts to talk to Buster. Well, it seems like we are at a standstill. I have something you want. Seems like whatever this is pretty powerful from the looks on everyone's faces. You have something I want.
So, you want to trade, as we've been saying this whole time.
See, here's the problem. I don't actually believe that you want to trade. Because you already upped the ante. You took something that was not yours to take. So, no, I don't actually believe that you want to trade.
You are blaming me of taking something that does not belong to me. How did you guys even get your hands on that? Was it your property? Let's remember, somebody was snooping around in somewhere they shouldn't have been and decided to take something that did not belong with them. So sorry if I feel a little unsure, unwilling to work with thieves. We tried to be, diplomatic? But no, you wanted this.
Cora looks at
and you
the
know
mask.
what?
Good.
Oh, and here's the thing. So, we're all here. And I'll make the trade. I don't need these people. Look at us. I can get plenty of people from the gutter. I don't need these ones. There's plenty of lost souls. So, are we trading? Or are things taking a different turn? And he holds out his hand.
Cora looks at Caleb and Percy.
Let Sheriff Hudson go free first as a sign of goodwill.
I've had enough goodwill.
You've had
as you guys
no
said.
goodwill. Don't even. You have taken the people of this town. You've taken people of other towns. I don't know if you were involved in this 10 years ago, but we know a little bit about what this does.
10 years ago? What are you talking about? I wasn't here. I have nothing to do with whatever you guys think you're talking about.
Can Cora tell? I want to roll to see if like I believe him.
Yeah. I guess psychoanalysis, is that be, or psychology?
Psychology.
I'm going to just type it in real quick to make sure if I could spell it right. Just to make sure I'm getting the right skills. I think it might be, yeah, psychology.
Okay.
Well,
My better skill anyway.
mhm.
Okay. 27 under 35.
Yeah, to what you're seeing, like, he's absolutely telling the truth.
So you don't know.
Listen here, dear.
Do you
I was in
know
New
what
York.
this is?
Yeah,
What is it?
it's my mask that I acquired in New York almost 5 to 6 years ago.
So you don't know.
I know that it has a history, and I know that I needed to do my job. So, as I said, I'm willing to give everyone away right now for that mask. And you know what? We will leave immediately. We'll never even come back to Centralia. You have my word. I'll put it in writing. You know what? I'll make an oath that if I get that mask, I will turn all the people back. And if me or my offspring or any of my crew and their offspring ever steps back in here, kaput.
Give us Sheriff Hudson.
All or nothing. Last chance.
Caleb reaches out his hand to, keeping a very close eye on Cora and Percy as well, but reaches out his hand to shake Buster's hand.
Alright. Percy, Corey, you gonna stop?
No, I mean Percy's just kind of glowering at Dr. Buster. Like there's
Or
not a
Uncle
whole lot
Buster.
of rational thought happening.
Cora
Yeah.
won't. I mean, she wants her kid back.
Okay. And so yeah, you go to shake his hands, and he's like, he looks right in your eyes, Caleb, and is like, now, are you willing and able to make this oath for the whole town? Because remember, if you don't hold up your deal as soon as we're done, the same punishment comes upon you.
And this is... So you're going to release everybody with this handshake, and we'll hand the mask back to you as soon as everyone is released.
At the same time.
As soon as they're released.
Yes.
Cora
At the
won't,
same time.
Cora isn't going to hand it to you, let go of it until they are released.
How about this? I'll make this even a little bit easier for you guys, since you guys seem to have so many trust issues. And he snaps his fingers, and all the clowns walk back and, like, out of range of, like, not, like, kind of, they're, like, pretty much lined up. They're not encircling you guys anymore. They're standing behind the...
So in
the
essence,
people,
he put
not-
his weapons down.
Yes, yeah, like, he's like, is this better? Look, we're not threatening you, but I want this at the same time. More for your sake, because you don't know the oath you're about to make. Okay? This has to happen at the same time.
Just to clarify, because everything I just heard was what you were committing to. What is our side of this oath?
I get the mask at the same time. And then you guys get everything. Look. And the thing is, all of you get the mask. But if there's a hint of hesitation, this one is going to feel the same punishment that I am willing to make.
Who's this one? Us? Caleb? Caleb.
Caleb, because Caleb is making the deal.
Okay. Cora looks at Caleb.
So, if you guys want, you.
I don't
go
like
ahead.
this, but I feel like this is our only way out of this with everybody together. And
Cora just glances real quick at Sheriff Hudson. What is she doing?
Like, she definitely is worried and concerned, but like, she is like definitely weakened of.
So there's no like signaling or anything happening from her.
No, like she is. This was definitely not part of the things that you guys talked about last time.
Yeah.
And so, and I'm letting you guys know, this is going to make sure that this works. There's a little bit of something, a little bit of not clown. You guys don't trust clowns. But once we've done this contract is binding. So,
what
I'll
makes
let you
this
guys know.
contract binding? What makes this binding from your side?
Oh,
What binds
the
you?
ritual.
What is this ritual? Describe
Okay,
the ritual.
you
we're about
understand
to-
why we don't trust you, right?
I told you guys. You don't. I said we go to Kaput. You think that we just we're gonna hunt each other down, especially we can't come here? No. This is from magic. Something you backwooder people wouldn't understand. But it is safe,
Try.
and if you...
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't know what happened 10 years ago,
So-
clearly.
Will you guys trust Toto just to hand me one thing, and then he'll walk away?
Have him show us what he's handing you before he approaches.
Okay. Toto, the strap. And he pulls out this leather strap with like these runes scribed onto it. He's like, all we do is we wrap this around our hands. I will just, mainly because I am trained in this, I will do the chant, the oath of pretty much, so that you guys understand. And I will state the terms exactly as we said. Trust me, I take my oaths very seriously.
Will
And
I have the opportunity to correct any omissions in your oath as we perform this ritual?
there is the rebuttal, but if you change them too much, deal's off. But I'm telling you, it's exactly what I'm saying is what I'm going to do. And then there'll be a tingle. It doesn't hurt. It's just the magic working. And then we have a minute to fulfill our promise. Okay? That is how this works.
Caleb,
He's still like holding your hand at this point, all this is
So
going as he's
creepy.
staring right at you, and he's like,
I hadn't
little
realized he'd actually
intimidating.
taken my hand for sure. But
"Oh
for
no,
that,
no!"
but-
Like he was holding your hand during this whole thing when you said he shook his hand.
Well, because
And
I
he's
had
like-
reached out to shake
while
his
he's-
hand, but
Oh yeah, well and so when he took this, he's holding onto your hand, looking right into your eyes, just saying like, "Do you understand what you're about to do?" Because just as we are taking this whole thing, I promise you, we will never come back here.
Caleb looks at Cora
But
and
if she doesn't give us the punishment that we're taking, we'll go to you, and the contract is void.
Caleb
Do
looks
you
at
understand?
Caleb looks to Cora and Percy and nods that as soon as we perform this ritual, hand him the mask, and we make this done. And Caleb looks back to Buster and says, "As protector of my friends, I'll accept this deal."
Oh, that's right. That's like your temporary insanity, isn't it? So, yeah. All right. Just make sure she understands.
And Caleb looks over at Toto and just nods for him to approach.
Alright. So Toto comes over, and he's like, "Hey, don't worry, I just need to tie it, and then I will leave." And he wraps this around both your hands, and like, there's like 2 knots, one on each of the back of your palms as you're holding, not palm, is that, whatever, the back of your hand, the knots that are there, and he pulls it, and he's not pulling it to hurt, but there's like a little bit of tightness, and Toto walks away. Uncle Buster concentrates. And this is just roll to make sure that the magic spell works. Okay. And so he's just like, just starts saying like these whole words like, and like this like word, like these words like echo into your mind and everything. And Caleb, you see like he was repeating himself over and over and over, and then the runes begin to like glow this like amber color, and he's like, "Our contract states, I will hand over everyone that we have taken that isn't already inducted into the clowns, and in trade for the mask. Also, as soon as the trade is complete, we are leaving. We are taking everything up and gone. Our side of this is if any of us come back to this town of this clown crew, or our offspring, the punishment is death. Immediate. Other hand is if they do not hand over the mask within the time allotted, they, actually I don't know your name, but the one holding my hand will take on that punishment. It is your turn. Are the terms agreeable, or is there anything that you want to change?"
I agree to your terms.
And we have a pact, and the runes like let off this powerful light as it just like kind of blinds you guys for a second as it goes on there, and Caleb, you feel like this tingle / like burning sensation. It's not like it's discomfort, but it like discomforting, but it's just like you feel it on the back of your hand, like this burning sensation. And all you can see is Uncle Buster just like smiling, just like, "And the contract is done." And he pulls off the rope, and you see this sigil kind of on your hand of like, it's like this like kind of diamond with like this single like scratch mark in the center of it. And he's like, "That's just proof that it worked. All right, we got a minute."
Caleb looks back
At the
to
same
Cora.
time,
Go ahead and give it to him.
he holds out his hand.
Cora hands it over.
Okay. Before you do, make a will save.
Oh boy. Never rolled this one.
Is there even a will save on here?
Yeah, I was
Sorry,
gonna say what? Power?
Yes.
Okay. If I kill Caleb, I will go insane. You don't even need to like make me roll sanity. Okay, all right. That's an 11 under 60.
All right. We'll see you guys next episode.
What? What?
And everybody saw that one coming.
Oh my gosh.
See y'all next time.
See you next time.